Good afternoon. Welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee and thank you so much for stopping in. Today I'm going to do my last video for Make It March. Kind of sad to see it end, but all good things have to come to an end, right? Make It March is a wonderful collaboration we've been doing all month. Leisa at SuttonsDaze organized it, and there's a different channel every day of the week. I shouldn't say it that way. There's not a different channel every day of the week. There's like 8 channels, and like I had every Saturday. So Leisa has a playlist, and the point of Make It March is to use your home canned goods. How do, once we can them, what do we do with them? So today I'm going to do a casserole, and it's something that's really intrigued me. This recipe it's called Death Corn 5, but I wanted to make it into a main dish. So what do I do? Because it's going to have more than 5 ingredients now. So I was talking to Michelle at Big Valley Living, my friend, and she said, well, how about corny casserole? So instead of Death Corn 5 or Death Corn 6, it's going to be a corny casserole, or whatever you want to call it. Put your suggestion down below. The first step is to make whatever brand yellow rice you choose, and to make it without the oil. So I'm going to make my yellow rice, and I'll bring you back when we just throw it all together and bake it. I forgot to mention, to make the rice, for part of my liquid, I'm going to drain the broth off of this chicken. And I need 2 cups of liquid, and there's not 2 cups in here. So I'm going to put this into the measuring cup and then fill the rest up to 2 cups with water. So don't waste the juice from your ugly chicken or any of your canned meats, because it is natural broth from that meat. So I'm going to drain this. So I'm going to open it up. Great pop with 4 jar lids. I forgot to mention, don't forget to comment on every video from Make It March, and go to Lisa's channel and she'll have the playlist. Then on March 31st, she is having a drawing for a 23-quart Presto pressure canner. Plus, ForJars is giving away 2 gift baskets. So that is going to be awesome. So sometimes you get a little more when you plop it back and forth. I ended up with half a cup. I'll fill this up to 2 cups with water, and then I'll put this on for the rice. The water and broth have come to a boil, and boy, does it smell good. I'm so glad I added the chicken broth to it. So now I'm going to add in the rice and set the timer. Here it is after I stirred in the rice. And you could probably use regular rice if you wanted, but yellow rice has chicken and spices and saffron or turmeric, something to make it yellow. I'm going to put the lid on and reduce this for 20-25 minutes. I'll set my timer. But don't follow my directions that I'm doing for my rice unless you buy the same brand. Follow whatever the back of your box or package says, minus the oil, and adding in, for part of the water, the chicken broth. The rice is done, so I'm going to put it into a bowl. Okay, now this is going to go real fast now. 1 pint of chicken. Break that up some. I'm not going to add any salt because there's salt in the rice, there's salt in the soup, salt in my corn, so my Mexican corn. Nice pop. Going to add liquid and all. One stick of butter. I greased my 9x13 pan with it, and then the rest was melted. One can of cream of chicken soup. It can be any, if you want cream of mushroom, you could use that too. And 1 cup of cheese that I shredded. I did a little bit more to add some more to the top. Now we just stir this all together. The Mexican corn had spices in it. It was a big chunk of chicken, broke it up some. I am going to add a little bit of garlic powder, about a 1/4 teaspoon, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. If you wanted to add cowboy candy, green chilies, some other vegetables, if you wanted to put pork instead of chicken or beef, you can do that. Now we just spread this in the 9x13. I have the oven preheated to 375, and this should cook for like a ½ hour. And then I will, the last 5 minutes, I will put cheese on top. I'm going to put this in the oven. I'll bring you back when I put the cheese on top. Okay, I took it out of the oven. I'm just going to put a little bit of cheese on top, the rest that I had shredded. So you could put more cheese than this, but there is a cup in it also, so. And we'll put this back in the oven for 5 more minutes or until it's browned on top. Here it is out of the oven. I think it's still boiling some. So we're gonna let this rest so that we don't burn ourselves. Let's serve this up. It's still pretty hot when I scoop into it. I did some roasted carrots too. I had carrots that needed to be used in the crisper, and I always make sure to use vegetables that are fresh and need to be used up. So let's take a taste of this casserole. Corny casserole, or Death Corn 6 with chicken. This is really good. It has the crunch from the corn, the seasoning from the rice and from the corn, and the vegetables that are in it, and the cheese. The only thing I would say that I would do different is I don't think you need all that much butter. I would cut back on that some. So, got my dinner ready for tonight and tomorrow night. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Leisa. I cannot say thank you enough for including me in on this. It's been a blast. It's been really fun, and I think everyone has really enjoyed it. So if you like this video and want to see more, please push the like button and subscribe to my channel. I do videos on canning and cooking and baking, and I love vintage recipes from my mom and grandma. And then things that we do here at Pike Creek Farm. You know, our garden will be starting, our chickens, and just life here on our 8 acres in the thumb. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.